There you go. There you go. What's good?
Man, chilling, man. Background a little different today, but we gotta make it happen.
Hey, background always different. Come on, man. It's AP we talk about. November 4th, 2021, Thursday episode. Who knows what? The Man to Man pod, man. We are here. A lot. Is it Thursday now? A lot going on this week, man. In sports, NFL, in the world. A lot to get to, a lot to cover, man. How everything going with you, man?
Good, man. On this road this morning with the wife, man, but feeling good, man. Ready to get it going, man. Talk some more ish on the show today. We had some good dialogue from Monday's show. So
yeah,
but
man.
like
We
you
had
said, man, a lot to dive into today.
Yeah, had some good questions, some good back and forth, good dialogue on the social networks. Most people, not surprised to myself, agree with me with the the start of backup talk.
Hey, I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but hey, a lot of people did agree with you. And granted, it's not like you said, it's tough to play the game in general, but like you said, a lot of guys did say they thought it was tough to come in as a backup. Granted, hey, that's everybody's opinion, but
everybody got different opinions. More starters are probably gonna say it's tougher to be a starter. Yeah. More backups. If you did both, depending on which way you did it, because if you came in as a starter for let's say 6-8 years, and then your last 2-3 years you was a backup, I mean that's a walk in the park. You know what I mean? Because you know what it's like being a starter. But if you come in as a backup and then you work your way up to being a starter, then you see it the opposite way. So, we'll agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, we can do that. That's what I like about us, man. We can do that and keep it moving, baby.
Yeah, man. But man, we got a lot to get in. What you want to start with, man? The week started off. The big news that we got for the show was. Go ahead.
I want to start off with A-Rod.
Hey, start off with Aaron Rodgers.
He's gonna miss Sunday's game against the Kansas City Chiefs, and because he tested positive for COVID, he said he was vaccinated, but comes to find out that he's not.
He said he was immunized.
How you feel about this? And not even that, let's transfer over a little bit over to the NBA. You got Kyrie Irving. He's getting killed in the media because his choice not to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about this situation?
I mean, well, to go back to Aaron's answer to the question that was from the reporter, asked him was he vaccinated. He said, I'm immunized, and then obviously there was no follow up, to the question. How do I feel about? I mean, I feel kind of similar to what I feel to Kyrie. Obviously Kyrie, he's been getting bashed, and then New York has their laws or their mandates, or whatever. NBA has theirs as well. And we both, I think, spoke in support of Kyrie. And from the stance, like you got to make your own decision. Like that's your individual, should be private decision. Obviously, these are public figures, so it won't be private. But definitely support Kyrie, and I support Aaron Rodgers in not wanting to be vaccinated at this point. He chose some type of alternative therapy, which is why he said immunized. And I think he's gonna get drugged through the media. Probably not as bad as Kyrie. Different media market. A-Rod is a quarterback in the National Football League. Like how that's gonna go. But I didn't like how, especially in the training camp, when the vaccine mandates or whatever protocol, should I say, came down to the NFL, and like every report, every interview, every press conference, hey, are you vaccinated? Who's vaccinated? How you feel about your teammates? All these different things. Like, come on, bro. Like, especially as a quarterback, you got a brand to protect. You potentially losing tens of millions of dollars. So yeah, he definitely finessed them with the answer. Definitely was a deceptive answer. Was saying I was immunized and not vaccinated because he know what they were asking. But at the same time, my business, man. The people in the building knew he wasn't vaccinated. Now this is gonna be where it get tricky. Does the team get fined? Does he get suspended? Because he wasn't wearing the mask. He wasn't doing other things you see Carson Wentz doing, you see Lamar Jackson doing, you see Kirk Cousins doing, people you know aren't vaccinated. So that's where it's going to get tricky at. But as far as Aaron Rodgers, specifically with him, you know, I support his decision at this point. And I support everybody's decision, whatever decision they make. But he was definitely deceptive in his answer. And I think he's going to get drugged too. It may not be as bad as Kyrie's for different reasons, but he definitely going to get drugged. What you think about it?
Nah, yeah, you hit on the head. And let me correct myself when I first said that he said that he was vaccinated. Like you said, DBut said it correctly. He said he was immunized. So again, I think, like you said, as far as the tricky part is, it's going to be what the repercussions are going to be against him, against the Green Bay Packers, because he wasn't following the protocol that the NFL had set for guys that's not vaccinated. So. Again, I think the media will talk about it. I don't think it will be as bad as Kyrie. And again, you know, I'm all for, you know, your decision. Want to get vaccinated? If you don't want to get vaccinated, whatever your decision is, I'm all for it, man. So again, I support the guys, but I think it is going to be interesting to see how the NFL handles the Green Bay Packers and A-Rod.
Yeah. Now, do you think they're gonna suspend him? Because he already gonna miss this one. I think the earliest he can come off is November 13th, based off the rules. You think no suspension?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they suspend him either. I think they do maybe pass down a fine to the team. But I you know, once again, when things like this happen, you always get a big reaction, and even with him choosing alternative medicine, which we've been around for a while. And, you know, when I was in the league, there were certain things that I did completely different at the end of my career that I did at the beginning. I was definitely using, you know, alternative treatments and shit like that. Wasn't just using all the, you know, over-the-counter pharmaceuticals or jumping in the MRI machine or X-ray machine every time, you know, I had a nick or something here. So it's definitely different things there, but he tried to get the vaccinated status based off his other therapies that he was doing. NFL said no. So, like I said, the Packers were treating him like an unvaccinated player. That was the reports, at least. Obviously, from what we've seen, he was moving different. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, man, I guess I'll leave it at that for now. I'm sure that'll come back up.
But on this point though, I still got them beating Kansas City Chiefs on this weekend. You
got Jordan Love beating Patrick Mahomes this weekend.
I have the Green Bay Packers beating the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, so I think the Chiefs were 1.5 point favorites before this news came out, and then after obviously A-Rod being being out with COVID. The line moved in the Chiefs' direction, of course, and they're favored by 7.5 points now. And you're saying the Packers are still going to beat the Chiefs. And it's not necessarily a hot take right now. They just barely beat the Giants, but I can't say I agree with you on that one. But
I mean, that's why I love the show. We agree on some, but we disagree on others.
I don't know. We're gonna have to we'll talk about that a little more on Saturday. But yeah, man, A-Rod been suspended. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what the NFL does. A PR person, he put out a statement yesterday on his notes app. But what else we got going on in NFL? Von Miller traded to the Rams. We didn't talk about this. I think this happened Monday, which I feel like I damn near forgot about this. Which is crazy. But Von Miller traded to the Rams from the Broncos, obviously, for a second and a third round pick. Rams are already a formidable squad right now. Do you think this kind of puts them at the top of that NFC? Shoot, top of the NFL right now with adding Von Miller to this defense. Might have lost from the back of the bench. All right,
my fault.
Hold on, let me see something real quick. All right, there you go. All right, so Von Miller traded to the Rams.
Yeah.
You think this bumps the Rams up to that number one spot on the NFC side?
Man, I don't know if it bumps them up to the number one spot. If you look at that NFC, man, I would say you got 5 teams that's up there, right? You know, you got the Rams, you got the Cowboys, you got the Bucks, you got the Cardinals, and you got the Packers. In my opinion, and obviously, you know, the Rams, they were doing some great things this year. Defensive side, obviously on the offensive side of the ball. But I think with Von Miller, man, it does give them some extra juice. Now, obviously, we're going to have to see. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how they use him on that line. The first thing that came to mind was, man, just imagine having him and Aaron Donald on the same side and them guys running some type of stunts or whatever the case may be. Like, that's very scary. So, offensive line, coaches, I know they're going to be up late each week. They play the Rams, just trying to figure out how they can maneuver that. But does it catapult them to the number one spot? I'm not sure. I guess we're going to have to see how that plays out. But I think it's a very good move for the Rams, man. And you can tell that the Rams in a win now mode.
Now, I don't think you ever been traded. You never been traded, right?
I've never been traded.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would think, you know, I feel like the Broncos, I mean, they got a second and third round pick. I feel like it was a good move for them if they felt like, you know, it was time to move on. It was some rumors about moving on from Von Miller before the season. They're still paying, I believe, $9 million of his salary. I think most of his money that he's supposed to be making. They get a second and third round pick, pay $8-9 million for that. I think that's good for them going forward because they're going to need some capital to go up and get a quarterback at some point soon. They still got some good pieces, you know, on that defense. For the Rams, let's need GM. F them picks. Like we trying to build this thing now. We swinging for the fences. We'll break it up later. And I gotta respect it. I gotta respect it. You saw the Chiefs do it. You saw the Bucks go and do it to an extent last year. So I mean, I gotta respect it from the Rams standpoint. You probably got 2, 3, maybe 4 good years out of Stafford. And you got a very good team around him. And then you got Aaron Donald. You talked about Jalen Ramsey on that defense. So you have Von Miller, even if he's not Von Miller, you know, from Super Bowl MVP Von Miller, he's still a top tier pass rusher. You put him on the same line with Aaron Donald, that's gonna wreak some havoc for opponents. So I'm excited about it.
Do you have this move bumping the Rams up number one in the NFC?
I'm gonna stay with the Bucks, man. I'm still staying with the Bucks just because they still got that team they paid for, and they're reloaded. They're back, and we remember later in the season. I think it was week 12, week 13 is when they really hit their stride, when they really hit their rhythm. I got to stick with the Bucks, still proving otherwise. I can't take Stafford and his Rams team late in the season and say, yeah, I'm gonna take that guy and his team over Tom Brady and his team. I can't do it. I don't think. Well, Stafford got 1 playoff win right now in his belt. Although he was with the piss poor Detroit Lions, but I'm still rocking with the Bucks. Akiba laughing at the Bucks because the Saints got to win. But I'm riding with the Bucks, man. Speaking of AFC, NFC, it's the playoff picture right now through week 8. On the AFC side, you got the Titans number 1 seed. I think that'll change. Obviously, lose Derrick Henry. Raiders at 2. Ravens at 3. Buffalo at 4. Bengals at 5. Steelers at 6. Chargers as the 7 seed right now. And on the NFC side, you got the Packers as a 1 seed. Cardinals, Cowboys, Bucks, Rams at 5, Saints at 6, and then the Panthers at 7. So
Panthers ain't holding on right now.
holding over their life, just got a big win. So yeah, I'm sticking with the Bucks on that side of things, man. Obviously, some terrible news came out of Vegas with Henry Ruggs. Henry Ruggs, made multiple poor decisions out there in Vegas on the bye week. Obviously, get behind the wheel, driving impaired to number one, going 150, 120 plus, killed a young lady. His life will forever be changed. Obviously, that both of those families will never be the same, man. We always have, talks. I'm sure we've experienced certain things, especially with, you look back to your younger self. We've all done some stupid things, put ourselves in some stupid situations. But man, this was, when I saw this news come across my screen, man, it was just, man, like, damn, like, you hate to see something like this happen. What's your, I guess if you have any thoughts?
Man, I was the same, when you seen it, man. First and foremost, a young lady lost her life,
23 years old.
23 years old. Prayers to her family going through this tough time. And like you said, Henry Ruggs, man, bad decision, horrible decision, get behind the wheel after you've been drinking. And I'm not going to sit here and act like, and I'm actually put it out there. I got a DUI, when I was younger, in college. Horrible decision, but that was a situation that opened my eyes, so it was always one of them things. Now it's like, if I even think I'm going to be drinking, that I'm getting an Uber, I'm getting a car service, and just luckily that, when I got my DUI, it didn't, have any grip on anybody else's life. But so I'm not going to sit here and act like, hey, I've never had drinks and got behind the wheel, and that's not something that I'm proud of. But again, like you said, for him, it's just a life changing at moments. And I know he's devastated now. I know his family devastated. But again, just prayers to the young lady's family, man. It's just an unfortunate situation all the way around.
Terrible, man. Heartbreaking situation, man. And it's hard to chalk it off as, it's a young mistake. Because like you said, you were fortunate it didn't happen. I know I've been behind the wheel when I shouldn't, been impaired and in the past. And it's so many resources at this point, Uber, having a DD. Like we got to be smarter, man. We got to be smart. And this is not just, just for NFL athletes. This is for people in general, young, old,
everybody.
Yeah, whatever you're doing, man. It's heartbreaking, man. Terrible. But yeah, man. So prayers. I liked what Derek Carr had to say about, the situation, but heartbreaking, man.
He was on point with what he said.
Yeah.
He was definitely on point with what he said, man. And the few times I've heard Derek Carr come out in the media and the way he speaks, man, the way he talks, man. I like that young man. I like him.
Yeah. Carr shows a lot of leadership, not only obviously in the good times, but the tough times. And obviously the Raiders, the Gruden shit and all that seems almost irrelevant at this point when you're talking about this type of situation. But they've been through a lot. But Derek Carr has been solid. We're gonna flip the Atlanta Braves. Didn't you pick them? Did you pick them just randomly?
I'm not. I just randomly picked them. I'm not a baseball fan, but I think I did.
Yeah, you randomly picked one. You picked the
threw
Braves.
That good juju up. I threw that good juju out there.
You picked the Braves, and they won. They won the World Series in Game 6. I stopped watching the end. They were up like 7-0 when I was watching. But shout out to the Braves, man. Shout out to Atlanta. The Falcons were close. They were close a few years ago.
Man,
so for those,
you just jogged my memory. That's why I said it. I said maybe the Braves could win it. to take up for that horrible Falcons loss against the Patriots. So yeah, I threw that juju out there, baby.
you got lucky. I got to bring Tone in here, our resident baseball expert. So he got some insight on this game, actually, and some history that actually went down with it. Let me bring Tone in. Tone, what up?
What's up? How's it going, guys?
It's going good, man. It's going good. So you were crystal clear earlier. Now it's a little blurry. I don't know what happened.
No, that's not good.
Got that spectrum.
Probably.
Let me move it back. Boom. All right.
Better?
Nah, the same.
Damn.
Technology. It giveth and it taketh away.
You know.
What you got from this game, though?
So the Braves, some interesting facts. First time they've won since '95. Google was invented in '98, so that tells you how long ago the Braves had been since they won. They were 44-45 at the All-Star break, so they're the first team in 57 years that had a losing record at the All-Star break and ended up winning the World Series.
First team in how many years?
57 years. First team in 57 years. And then they were 0.3% chance of winning the World Series at the All-Star break because they were so terrible. Damn, but the cool thing... The thing I love the most about this is Ron Washington. It shows like the depth of love for the sport. Started his professional career as a player in 1971. Played till 1990. Coached from 91 all the way up through obviously the World Series. Third base coach for the Braves. 50 years in the game. Finally got his first championship.
Sheesh.
So.
Hey, that's some good shit right there. 50 years.
Yeah, he's been to the World Series 3 times, but this was the time that got him the chip. You know.
Yeah, man. See,
that was a long playing career. 1971 to 1990.
Yeah, 19 years.
19 years. That's what's up, though. Shout out to Ron Washington.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Atlanta Braves, the city of Atlanta. I got y'all one, man. I wonder if the Hawks or the Falcons. If I had to pick between those two franchises, the basketball and the football team, which one you think get closer to a championship next?
Can I be a homer and pick the Atlanta Dream and Renee Montgomery?
Can't forget Atlanta Dream. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Hawks, man. I feel like the Hawks could have got there last year if Hunter didn't get hurt, but a lot of people got hurt. I'm gonna go with the Hawks, man. Trae Young. I'm gonna go with the Hawks. Atlanta Dream, Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks.
I like it.
But shout out Ron. According to Nakiba, also a NOLA, a New Orleans native.
Yeah. He actually lost his. He won a Gold Glove and he lost it in Hurricane Katrina. It got washed away.
Damn.
So, yeah, I'm sure they got him. They could probably get him a replacement trophy. I'd assume, but
yeah,
it's crazy.
Like that old man. Appreciate you, man.
All right, guys. You have a good rest of the show.
Yes, sir. AB, you still with us? No, AB at, man. AB done froze up on us.
Appreciate you, Tom.
Here we go. Here we go. Let me get some questions, man. Let's get to some questions. You got producer ability. You can't see him?
Nah. You know how it is when you're on the phone.
Yeah. Damn, I'm scrolling up in these comments now. I see actually Matt Stafford has zero playoff wins. All right.
That'll change this year.
We'll see. It should. We'll see. Go to another OBJ. We've talked about him. We talked about him coming into this year, actually. I picked him on a couple of my fantasy teams. Another Louisiana native. Transcendent talent when he came into the league. I still think personally he's a wide receiver one. If put in the right system, he's a wide receiver one. His pops went on and posted a 10, 11-minute video highlighting all the times where he was open and Baker didn't give him the ball. LeBron James came out saying free OBJ. It was a lot that was going on before the trade deadline. The Browns didn't trade him. Kept him through the trade deadline. Yesterday, he was dismissed from practice, which reports said he was ready for practice. Today, dismissed from practice again. So it's looking like it's over for that. What's your thoughts on this whole situation, man?
Part ways, man. Like let the man like everybody's saying, free OBJ. Like again, and a lot of people might say like, hey, he's not what he used to be. Again, I agree with you. I feel as though if he's in the right system, he goes to the right organization, I think he still can shine. Obviously, different things happen within the organization where, the organization might not be seeing eye to eye with the play or whatever the case may be. But at this point, like you said, it was a trade deadline. I'm pretty sure you could have went out there and tried to make something happen, make something work. And for that to pass, and then for the next 2 days, you excuse right after from practice right after the trade deadline. That doesn't make sense to me. But I just think it'll be healthy for both parties, the Cleveland Browns and OBJ. Just to go part ways, man. Again, like we said earlier in the show, we agree to disagree. It didn't work. We thought it did. Hey, we going about our business.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure they probably got some calls on OBJ. Maybe, who knows? And he does have a high price tag, and he hasn't been producing. You can point to a variety of reasons why he hasn't been producing. Some people say Kevin Stefanski, number one receivers, don't produce in his system. Some people point to the quarterback, which that would be the person I would point to. Some people point at OBJ and say, hey, he's just not that same guy, which by the looks of my Twitter feed, the overwhelming majority just feels like Odell is not a top tier receiver anymore, which, if you look at the numbers, it's hard to argue that. There. Yeah, you can. It's definitely an argument to be made.
Yeah.
Based off my expert opinion, OBJ he's a top 20, 25 receiver in this league easily.
Okay. So playing devil's advocate, right? So we both feel as though he still has that capability of being that top dog, right? So, but if I'm playing devil advocate, when is the last time that you've seen that out of OBJ?
It's been a while. It's been a minute. When is the last? I mean, yeah, it's been a minute. So, like I said, it's an argument that can be made. But if you put him in Green Bay, you put him. I mean, it's Las Vegas. You put I mean, anywhere with a good quarterback, I feel like, and he's actually featured in the offense. Like it's actually things like, hey, we're gonna get this guy 6 to 8 targets a game or something along those lines. Like, I think you'll see. I think the production will come back. So, but like I said, it's definitely an argument to be made. We always talk. Numbers. They tell part of the story. Stats tell part of the story, and like you asked, it's been a while. Who else? What other teams? I said the Raiders, Packers. Shoot, the Saints. The Saints quarterback.
What you think of Atlanta? They like to push the ball down the field.
Atlanta, Calvin Ridley's dealing with, his mental health issues.
Yeah.
And that's on another conference too, in NFC. So the Patriots need a down the field weapon.
Yeah, well, I don't like them there.
You don't like the Patriots?
Nah.
He need to be somewhere. He need to be Odell.
Nah, for sure.
Can't be. He may be hovering around 30, but I think he has a few more years left in that prime, man. A few more years left in that prime.
This is part of the game, though. This is part of it.
This is part of the game. And I think, probably by the end of this week, he gets – I mean, I would think you got to release him at this point, right?
Got to.
Like, and I also think, with his pops putting that video out.
Got to go home 2 days in a row, then you expect me to come back and like everything is good. Like,
yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Let me go. Give me my walking papers.
I don't understand it.
Give me my black trash bag so I can pack my stuff out the locker and let me go about my business, man. Like,
you think he told his pops, like, post that shit, it's cool. You think pops asked him first? I feel like that if you're gonna post that video, have everybody talking about getting you out of Cleveland, this, that, and the third. I feel like that attack should have started a week leading up to the trade deadline, not right before. But see, this is all I'm seeing. His prime has passed. I don't see it, man. I was on the field with dude. I know he's dealt with some injuries. I'm still watching his film. He still creates separation. I think he for sure told Pops, yeah, he post that shit, Pops. 11-minute video?
I don't know. I think Pops might have been out now. Y'all ain't about to. I don't know. I don't know. You know how parents says about they babies, man. You know what I'm saying? So Pops like, y'all ain't about to just keep killing my baby boy in the media. I got something for y'all. I got footage. I got something for your ass, and boom.
I've been working on this shit. Oh, they'll probably say, hey, put this one in there too, Pops. Watch how I killed this. Watch how I killed this mother.
They watching film together.
Facts. Yeah, we're gonna put this one in there too.
This one right here, the cut up was crazy.
The cut up was on point, but
now you know what? Hey DBut, I'm out in your old stomping grounds right now.
Which one? Which state?
I'm out Connecticut, man.
Oh, it is old. Hey, it's beautiful out there, man. That crisp air right now. What is it? November?
Yeah, it's about a good 50 degrees.
Yeah. I see you got the trench on. What else we got, man? Look at some of these games from this weekend. Obviously, Thursday night football. Actually, dang. Can you talk to the people for a minute? I'm going to take my little break real quick.
Man, like I said, I ain't got no capabilities.
Somebody asked
so
AB a good question
going on. So we can dialogue. We can take a 2-minute discussion.
Whoa. Y'all got to relax in these comments.
What they talking about?
No, it's talking about wild shit in the comments. Let me see. I ain't gonna talk about these Heat. My Heat are at the top of all the power rankings right now in the NBA.
They 6-1 right now. They looking real good. That East, I told you. Look, Kyrie gotta come back. Brooklyn Nets is. Hey, you got the Bulls, you got the Heat, you got Milwaukee, you got the Knicks, you got the Celtics.
Philly.
The East trying to come back to how it was in the mid '90s.
Pace is solid. I mean, I really like that Bulls team. Hornets, they got a nice future ahead of them. But my
Tyler
Heat,
Hero was he Tyler back.
Hey, Hero said what he said. He said he belonged in that same conversation with Luka, with Trey, with Ja, with all of them. Yeah, hey, young boy been getting buckets, man. But with Hero is back. Somebody put a good. Come on, man. All right, AB. We back in a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Nobody don't got a good question for AB. All right, here we go.
What we got? AB,
can you see that?
How we feeling about the Lakers? Yeah, I can see it. All right, Tone, appreciate you, AB. How we feeling about the Lakers? What's the best overall sports city? The best vacation spot? AB, I'll start off with the Lakers. I think the Lakers won't be good. Again, the leader that they have, LBJ, I think when it comes to that stretch or second half of the season after the All-Star break, I think they'll have all the kinks figured out, how guys are supposed to be played, what's their role on their team. And from there, I think they're going to take off. I think the West is very competitive, though. But that's my pick out of the West. Let's see, a second part of that question. What's the best overall sports city? That's tough. You can go New York or that state. Well, I'm gonna go state. Well, you can go New York, obviously with the Nets, the Knicks, the Jets, um, the Giants, the Yankees, the Mets, the Islanders. You can keep going down the list. New York. You can argue Chicago with the Bulls, the Bears, the Blackhawks. Cali, shoot, Texas. But city. I wouldn't even. I gotta show love to Indy with the Pacers and the Colts. So that's definitely a good question. That's definitely a toll we could create and see what the people think. And best vacation spot.
The best sports city,
man. I think I went to me and the wife. We went to Greece. We had that was beautiful out there in Greece. We went to Dubai. It was beautiful out there. I just think it depends on what you're into. I know a lot of people, they like to go skiing. They like the wildlife. So it just depends on what you're into, what you like. But on my vacation spot, I'll say Dubai and Greece kind of been on.
What did you say about the Lakers though? I missed that.
I said
because that was your pick out the West, right?
And that's still my pick out the West.
Ooh.
I said after we would definitely see after this All-Star break, we're gonna be good.
Nah, that you played a decent game against the piss poor Houston Rockets, led by a rookie right now. But my pick will be coming out of the West. I feel more confident than ever about it. Same pick I had preseason. The Golden State Warriors, they're gonna be back. With Clay, I saw Clay shooting before the game, saw him dunking. You see Steph, averaging 27, 28. Clay come back, man. I like them coming out of the West.
Seven games
out of the East
series, man.
Russ, man, I don't trust Russ.
7 game series. We're not just talking about one game. We talking about a 7-game series. And I still like the Lakers.
I don't trust Russ, man. I don't trust Russ. The best overall sports city.
I respect your opinion.
What answer did you give to that one?
You still got the Nets coming out of the East?
With Kyrie?
Who you got coming out of the East? Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Best sports overall city.
Yo.
Yo,
yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, so coming out the East, without Kyrie, I got the Bucks.
Okay.
With Kyrie, I got the Nets.
Kyrie, you still on that?
Yeah, with Kyrie, I got the best Nets.
Overall sports city.
I gotta hear your sports city because I got one, and I don't think it's even a debate. So, honestly, it's easy.
So it was crazy. So I was thinking city. I just started kind of calling off the states. That was kind of like, but I'm just like New York.
Yeah, you can't go states.
But
that's easy though. Boston.
That's easy.
Boston is. I mean, if you considering championships, fandom, whatever, you got to go Boston because you got the Patriots, obviously, what they do in football, the Celtics, historically what they've done in basketball, the Red Sox, baseball, the Bruins and hockey. Like they got 4 legit franchises across
historically
the big 4.
Well, I mean the big 3. I mean KG and them got a 1.
Yeah, they got. I mean, that's recently, but Bird got a few, and Bill Russell, he got what 11. So that's Title Town, man. Fenway, Gillette State, like those are, and the fan base, they're passionate about their teams and shit. So I think Boston has got to be up there. Damn. Pittsburgh is a You know, they got the Penguins, the Pirates stink. Don't really have nah. I think Boston. Is there anybody? Chicago. Chicago had a run. But their baseball team stunk for a while. Basketball team had a run in the 90s. Not sure about the hockey team. I know they were good. Had some dope fitted, some Chicago Blackhawks. But I think it's Boston. I can't even think New York City. No, I mean the Yankees. Is it even a debate? Boston, park the car in the Harvard Yard. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Boston on that one. Historically, it's a good question though. Best vacation spot.
Great question. I ain't even think of Boston for real.
Yeah, that's a. I know you're a Colt, man. You don't want to hear about that Boston shit.
Nah, at all.
All right, what up? Let's look at some of these games, man. Coming up. We haven't talked about Thursday night football yet. Thursday night football tonight. Our Colts 3-5. They're favored by 10.5 points against the Fighting Mike Whites. 2-5 New York Jets. First home primetime game for Indy of the Frank Wright era, which is crazy. I think the roof will be open. Gonna see beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. 10.5 point spread though. This is a big spread.
It is.
Jets coming up a big upset win over the Cincinnati Bengals last week. Which way you going in this one?
I'm going with the Colts, man, but I got Jets covering.
Same page. Colts. I got the Colts winning. The Jets covering this 10.5 point spread. We may be fooled, right? We had this whole backup conversation, debate, and sometimes, especially as a quarterback, that first start, that first action, you kind of come, you numb. You just, you don't know nobody. You come in there prepared, you ball. Mike obviously been in the league for a while from the crib. Mike effing White jersey is now immortalized in Canton. But now you got to back it up on a short week.
And Canton.
Pro
Hall of Fame.
that boy Canton, man.
Yeah.
Came into the season as the backup behind the number 2 overall pick. And now, week 9 now, you about to start off in your jersey in Canton. That's shit happens fast. Like AB said, be ready when your number called. He was obviously ready. Now he got to follow it up on a short week against a good defense. We both got him covering. I need a score. Give us a score on this game. What you doing, man? Come on. You got to connect to the Wi-Fi, man. Wherever you at, I can tell by the lights and the.
That's all I say. Just be ready when your name and number is called, man.
You got to connect to the Wi-Fi. They might have spectrum, man.
I give. I'm.
Now you was glitching a little bit, but I'm gonna go.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go Colts. I'm gonna go Colts 31. Colts 31, Jets 21. That's my score prediction. Colts 31, Jets 21. Once we take the lead, Frank Wright, please continue to feed number 28 and number 21. Throw my dog 25 in there too. Give Max some touches too. Let's continue to run the ball. Let's continue to run behind this good offensive line. Can we do that? Jets got a solid front, but can we do that, please? Please. I believe T.Y. will be out this game. Mike Pittman, another chance to be big dog again, man. He's been showing up a lot this year, especially in the big games, big moments. But yeah, this game should be interesting. Coming into this game, I need Frank Wright to have on his play sheet 28. Boom, he got to touch the ball 22 plus times. There we go. Yo. 22 plus times. I want to keep Carson Wentz's passing attempts under 35. What else? got to finish with touchdowns instead of field goals. I mean, come on, man. We got to get wins right here. We got to. Dave K. Wentz, 1.5 over under 1 interceptions for Carson. I would go under. Chase thinks that Mike White is going to smoke the Colts. I don't think so. Mike White did do a very good job against the zone coverages that the Bengals were playing last week, though. He did do a good job taking what was given to him, getting rid of the ball quickly. So I think the Colts will have to do some things either up front getting after him. I think their front four will be able to get after him. And we got to have some tight coverage on the back end. We think we still lead the league in turnovers. Got to turn them over a couple times. And Mike White, it was 1 week. Can he follow it up? We shall see. Short week, not a bunch of game planning goes in the short week. We don't even, really run in practice. It's still Monday off. You may get like a walkthrough Tuesday, quick walkthrough or something Wednesday. Good thing it's a home game for us. The Jets got to get on that plane Wednesday night, get in town. But good thing for Mike White, too. He's not playing the defense. They had a ton of time to prepare for him. Still not a lot out there on Mike White. But Mike White, I mean, he did all right when he came against the Patriots, too, towards the end. He did all right. I would say he did better than Zach Wilson was doing that game. But we shall see. What other games we're going to get into? Our AB's connecting. Let me see. It's some good. The Green Bay Chiefs matchup was the one everybody was looking forward to. This is the second time now we will not. It looked like we may never get that Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes showdown. Which spreads are interesting this week? It's going to be got the Ravens 3-4 Minnesota Vikings at the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens. Ravens favored by 6 points. Let's bring AB back in here. Yo. All right, there we go. You gotta get your score prediction, man, tonight.
Man, I say 24-17, the Colts.
24-17. What's the game plan? What's the game plan for the Colts coming in this game, man? What should be the game plan?
Run the ball. JT, he's in his zone right now. He's hitting his stride. Run the ball, and from running the ball, you have your play action ability. But lean on the run game tonight. Sure, we lean on it.
That's two. Both of us pretty much said the same thing. And we got to get back to this game. You jumped out the window earlier and said, hey, I know A-Rod is out. Jordan Love's getting his first start against the Kansas City Chiefs. I know the defense, ain't been great this year. But you said, I still like the Packers to win this week.
I still like the Packers to win. Kansas City Chiefs defense has not been good. They've not been solid against the run. If you look at last week's game when Green Bay played the Arizona Cardinals, A-Rod didn't throw for a bunch of yards. They ran the ball very efficiently. And I think that's kind of be the game plan this week. Run the ball. Jordan Love has his weapons coming back, and I think he has a solid game.
All right, so if you bet with AB this week, Green Bay, they are plus 265 right now on the money line, straight up. So if you bet $100, you will win $165. So if you bet 100, you walk out of there with 265 if the Packers were to win. And that was the recipe for him against the Cardinals. But there were times in that game where they needed A-Rod to make some A-Rod type plays. And coming into the game, those DBs those defensive coordinators still saw 12 on the other side of that ball. Take it. I don't care who was that receiver. So seeing Jordan Love, the game plan is going to be stack the box, play these receivers tight, maybe give some help to Devontae and make number 10 beat you. I don't have that faith in Jordan Love. Not right now.
Number 10 gonna do it.
Not right now. But we're gonna see how prepared the backup is over here.
Hey, and that's another good thing. That's another good thing that this news came out when it came out, where he can get a full week of preparation. So I think he'll be prepared.
True. He will get a full week of preparation, which will help. I'm glad you know that full week of preparation and reps and knowing that you're going to be the guy, knowing that you're going out there to start. I'm glad that you are aware that will help his performance. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, but again, if his number would have been called third quarter, be ready. It's like too many excuses on that timeline for me. Oh man, I'm not warm. I don't have rhythm. I'm like, damn, I'm glad y'all won on my team.
Now nobody's giving those excuses in the heat of battle.
And I never heard that.
If we had a real conversation, those are things. It's not excuses. It's just reasons. Everybody know you get out there, you're gonna go. But it's all. I feel like it's always a little. It's always a little. If you got a boxing match,
what I was reading on them.
Oh man, here you go. Oh, see your internet.
Nobody asked.
Your internet to cut out. See, AB internet.
You get it.
My dog over there remixing right now. You're gonna let that joint get back. You're gonna let that service get back settled. But look, nobody's making excuses. Backups know they gotta be ready. Starters know they gotta be ready. It's anything, man. You get reps, you get a rhythm. It's like going into a boxing match and not sparring, man. If you got a boxing match and you spar 2-3 times a week, or you don't, you're gonna be much more prepared if you go into that fight. You've been sparring, you've been taking hits, you've been, you know what I'm saying? All that. Let me see if AB back. My dog brought that spectrum on the road with him. But yeah, man, let's see what else. Let's see what other games we got, man. Let's see make sure y'all hit that mailbag too. Make sure y'all hit that mailbag. We may answer a couple of them on Saturday on our pick show. Hold on. All right, everybody's back. There we go. Yo. Oh shit. Yo. Antoine Theodore. Rufus. Oh no, he ain't there. Chase. DB, the Lions going 0-17. Do you think they get one? I still think the Lions get one. Oh shit, we got okay. Oh shit, my boy Chris, what you done did, man?
Man, I just had to refresh.
You got the hot spot?
I had to refresh, man. I had to refresh, my guy.
Oh shit, yeah, you should have jumped in with that one. But Dan, what were you saying before you you was talking about the excuses on the timeline before you got chopped?
Yeah, it's all good, man. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna agree to disagree. It's harder for some guys as a back. Like I said, it was 1 year where I came in, I was a sub safety.
What year was this?
That was year 12 for me. So
okay, you could have did that in your sleep.
So again, granted, but my thing is I've seen it done. I've seen guys that prepared every week like a starter. When their name was called, regardless if they were sitting for 2 quarters, 3 quarters, whatever the case may be, they came in and they performed like whatever. So I just feel as though if I have
it was no drop off.
It was no drop off. So again, I do agree with guys where, and I'm not going to sit here and act naive, where knowing that you have Knowing on Wednesday that I'm gonna start this game. We're going through the checks. We're playing. We're practicing with the guys that we're gonna play with. We kind of know how the lingo's gonna go. We know what this guy next to me likes to do. I'm not gonna front and act like that's not a huge deal. But I also know having that spotlight on you as a starter, week in and week out, having expectations to go up there and play at a level that you're supposed to play at is not easy.
Nah, none of it's easy for sure.
None of it's easy. So that's just kind of where I'm coming, like having that spotlight and saying, hey, this is where you're supposed to play. We expect you to play like an A player every week.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is tough.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I agree. I agree with that for sure. And even though expectations, that's something you said right there, because as a starter, people have high expectations for you week in and week out, every day in practice. So even that kind of plays into it too. Because if you come in there as a backup, let's say Friday you get the call, somebody get hurt in practice on Thursday. Friday, Mike Jones gets the call, and now he's going to be the starter. And Mike Jones, he mess up a couple plays on Friday. He get beat on a double move, or he, blow a check or something in the red zone. I'm gonna be looking at him like, oh, here go Mike, man. We sure we go. But if that's AB, if that's somebody else, it's like, oh, he'll be all right. He's gonna be good come Sunday. So it's a lot that goes into it, but
it does. Like,
we all pros. We all pros.
We all pros. And like I said, we got to be ready. At the end of the day, everybody got to be ready.
Yeah, we all pros, man. But this whole debate, this whole great conversation, all came from a question in the comments, man. So we appreciate y'all, the input y'all have, the questions y'all have. And sometimes I don't even think I've seen that talked about before, publicly. I don't even know if I had that conversation privately, honestly. So great question, which led to some great dialogue. I forgot who asked it, but appreciate you, young fella.
Yeah, great question. Great question.
Or old fella. But yeah, man, 12 o'clock, man. If y'all got anything else, hold on, let me let AB answer this question.
Nah, they get one. Chase, they gonna get one. I know they gonna get one. Are they the last team that went? Are they the last team that went 0-17?
Is it them or the Browns? Didn't the Browns go on? I think the Hugh Jackson have an 0-16 season.
Well, 0-16.
I think Hugh might have had one.
Okay. But prior, if they did, prior to them, it was the Lions, though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That gotta be a bad feeling, bro.
A horrible feeling.
My goodness. Oh, you can't win. You can't just. I mean, it's hard to win. I know it's hard to win ball games, but
you got to give me one though.
You can't. Yeah, Browns. That's been 2016. Cleveland Browns become second team in NFL history to go 0-16. So I think the Lions get one. I don't know
agree.
Against who, but I think they get one. I agree. Yeah, so one more question before we get up out of here. I think it was a solid question.
I need one of them assets over liability hoodies.
Oh yeah, this Earn Your Leisure, man.
Yeah, I gotta get one. I gotta get one.
Was solid. G.I. Joe 317, ABDB. How would you handle an emotional superstar like OBJ? What can a player actually say to another player? Or is that a coach, agent, GM issue?
I actually think it comes better from a player than it does come from a coach, agent, or GM. Yep. And also, but it has to be a player that's well respected in that locker room. And again, we talk about it here. This is what we try to base our podcast off of, that locker room talk, accountability. And again, I think it would much rather come across more genuine from a player, from a guy that's sitting in that locker room. So as your peer.
Yeah. And you know, I watching OBJ from the outside, I think his whole career, it's been more so the media, their spin on things when it came to Odell. You know, nobody's gonna be perfect, but when watching him from the outside, looking in, competing against him on the field, he was never a player that I thought was like he wasn't a team player. He didn't want to play hard, or he would go out there block. I think he got hurt last year trying to tackle a dude on an interception that Baker threw. And then it gets to this point in the season. If you're a good player, you want to be, especially a receiver, like you want to be involved in the game plan. You want to at least get targets. You want to, especially guys talented as him. So as a player, as a teammate, you would kind of feel his frustration. You would kind of understand it. You would kind of, expect it to an extent. Like, damn, at some point, Odell, he been, solid. They kind of been stoking him, asking him questions. He's giving a politically correct answer. But at some point, you expected this to kind of bubble over if nothing changed. So, I mean, what do you say to you try to keep things in-house as much as possible. But at some point, you got to do what's best for you as a player, because the team's always going to do what's best for them. If they ever feel like, hey, it's time to move on, or we can replace this guy cheaper or draft somebody, they're going to do it. So as a player, you only got a short window of time. So if I was his teammate, I would respect it at this point. I'd be saying free OBJ too. Now, maybe not on Twitter or Instagram, but I would definitely be in the locker room like, hey, 13, I feel you.
Yeah, let my dog go somewhere so you can eat, man. Like you said, I think you had it on the head, man. We got a short window, man, to be successful and to succeed in this game, man. So, yeah, man.
Yep. Let's go, man. All right, so we out of here, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Rocking with AB's Road Internet. That shit got A1 to the end. No, you finished strong, cuz.
That's what it's all about, baby. Ain't about how you start, man. It's how you finish, baby.
It's all about finishing strong, man. But Saturday, we're gonna put those picks out Saturday this week, man. I'll throw a few of these games up real quick. Won't even need to talk about it, but just so y'all see the spread if y'all ain't aware. Houston, Texas. Texas 1-7 versus 1-7. Texas at Dolphins. Dolphins 6.5-point favorites. Vikings at the Ravens. Ravens are 6-point favorites. Patriots at the Panthers. Patriots are 3.5-point favorites. Bills at the Jaguars. Bills are 14.5-point favorites. Broncos at the Cowboys. Cowboys at 9.5-point favorites. Dak is full participant in practice today. Las Vegas Raiders 3-point favorites at the New York Giants. Falcons at the New Orleans Saints. Saints are 6-point favorites. Browns at the 5-3 Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are 2.5-point favorites. My Chargers 2.5-point favorites at the Philadelphia Eagles. I think that may be a good game. 7-1 Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers, which the Cardinals are only a 1-point favorite. So that's gonna
be a good game.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I already know how them games be going. That's gonna be a good game.
Okay, well, all right. I'm surprised by that. It's pretty much a pick'em line right there. Cardinals only favored by a point, but surprising there. And then the Packers 7-1 at the 4-4 Kansas City Chiefs, who are 7.5-point favorites. Sunday Night Football. Tennessee Titans 6-2 at the 7-1 Los Angeles Rams. I actually think this is going to be a good game, even without Derrick Henry. I think this would be a good game. The Titans did sign Adrian Peterson.
AP still going.
AP still going, man. Did y'all come in the same year? Or he come a year after?
He came in a year after me.
A year after, okay.
Yeah.
3-5 Chicago Bears, Monday Night Football at the 4-3 Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers are favored by 6 points. So should be a good week of ball. I could tell it's going to be some tough lines.
Some tough lines, yeah. Hopefully we have a better week than we did last week, my dog.
Woo! Hey, let's put that good juju out there.
Hey, got to.
Let's put that good juju out there, man. But hey, we'll be back Saturday and then back Monday for the live show, man. Enjoy your trip, man. Enjoy the Nutmeg State.
For sure. I'm getting out of here early tomorrow. I ain't spending too much time out here.
Hey, I feel you. All right, brother.
All right, bro. Be safe.
Yep. I appreciate y'all. We out.